What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today I'm going to be telling you how you can easily beat the game The Pumpkin Pull, the most difficult minigame in all of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This is just going to be a quick tips and tricks video to help you guys out. I'm doing a 100% walkthrough on my channel, and this is just a one-off video to help people with this one specific side quest slash minigame that many people believe is the most difficult minigame in all of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I was not able to beat this when I was younger at release 10 years ago when I was 23 years old, and I only recently learned of a way that you can kind of cheese this minigame. If you're not familiar, this minigame is unlocked by talking to Fledge in nighttime in his room. You have to give him a stamina potion, and then you have to do it a second time at a later point in time, and then you have to speak with him again at a later point in time, after which he's going to give you 5 gratitude crystals. After that, you're then going to be able to do this minigame. He's going to be right outside of the practice arena here in Skyloft. This is considered the most frustrating minigame for a very good reason. When it was out on the Wii, of course, there were only motion controls. And if you try to do this with only motion controls, you're going to be holding your Joy-Con, right? You hold A to zoom in, and then you're able to shoot these pumpkins. Now, the beginning isn't hard. It kind of leads you into this with some easy targets. Every single pumpkin that you get in a row, they're worth more and more points, up until a total of 50 points. You may also encounter a very rare pumpkin that is gold and sparkly, that's worth double points only for that instance. The multiplier will keep stacking until you miss a pumpkin. The challenge comes that after you hit 400 points, he starts doing some really out there throws. I missed that one, that was my own fault. Oh, that one's super high. Oh, I actually got that one not bad. Yeah, like that one, completely off screen, kind of hard to follow. It's a little bit easier on the Switch version just because you have much more of a range of motion and you can lead the pumpkin with the motion controls. Oh, there we go. That's the one. And then, did you see how my Joy-Con just didn't want to do that at all? After you hit 400 points, it becomes extremely difficult to get any more points than that. The problem is you need to hit a total of 600 points. The only saving grace is that you can actually earn your rupees back. It only costs 20 to play the game, and if you score between 100 and 390 points, you're going to be given 50 rupees back, so you make 30 on that, which, yay. If you achieve between 400 and 590, you're going to be getting a rare treasure, which is sometimes a monster horn, sometimes a dusk relic, sometimes an ancient flower, so on and so forth. After you hit 600 your first time, you're going to be getting yourself a piece of heart, and then subsequently you can get yourself... Actually, I don't know what happens if you get over 600 a second time. I don't think anyone's ever played the game again after getting the 600, which I'm actually going to do because I've already gotten this prize. So I guess we're going to find out together on that one. Now, there is a way to cheese it, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. First, we're going to go to options, we're going to go to button only controls, and use motion controls for aiming. We're going to turn that off completely. Now, if I were to pull out my bow, I can't use my Joy-Con to aim. I can only aim it with the right stick, which is good because now I can actually fix my bow to a specific position, right? And that's going to help for what we're going to do here. Now, in order for you to cheese this game, because you may find this minigame too difficult, and for actually a lot of people, this was their last piece of heart that they needed to get. You want to aim at this next to left pole right here. He's then going to start throwing them, and when he has the pumpkin in the middle of his body, we're going to be releasing the A button. I recommend A over ZR, just because you can release the trigger more sensitively. Also, highly recommend making sure that there's nothing in the way of you, your Joy-Con, and the Nintendo Switch console, because anything in the way can actually lead to interference. Laptops, cell phones, speakers, microphones, anything with a wireless signal or a magnet. And the trick here is, even if he decides to throw it crazy like, very far off to the right or very high or very fast, throw it. It has to go by this exact space. And the real secret about this... Oh, I'm getting a call. Why are you calling me in the middle of a tutorial? Oh, I'm so sorry. My phone is never... The ringer is never on. I've had my phone on mute since, I don't know, 2012. I'm so sorry about this. Oh, that was one of the sparkly pumpkins. And yes, my iPhone ringtone is the marimba, but it's Soraya's song. I'm so sorry about that. That definitely threw me off. But I just wanted to keep all that explanation of how I'm going to be doing this, and now I can actually focus on doing it. With this strategy, I do always end up missing the first one, just because I don't have enough time to get in position. But again, just focus on his torso. And soon as the pumpkin is in his torso, now is when you want to release the A button. Now. 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 And like I was saying before I got so cut off so rudely by my friend who called me, is when he wants to throw it super long or super high, that really throws you off after the 400 point marker, it's always going to be passing by the same area now. And now that it passes by the same area, you're always able to hit it. Boom. That's the 600 we need. I still have 30 seconds to go. Is this going to be a full streak? Come on, let's go for a full streak here. 800, that was my previous high score ever. 850. I don't think he could throw 2. I wanted to break 1,000. That would have been magical. Come on, throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it. Aww. He didn't throw it. I got 950 points. Hang on, I need to take a screenshot of that. The pride of the Knight Academy is truly riding on your shoulders. Take this. Oh, you just get a rare treasure, a golden skull. That seems kind of, you know, lackluster. That probably means that it's either going to be a evil crystal, golden skull, blue bird feather, or a goddess plume. One of those 4 treasures, and that's like the rarest treasures in the game, which 3 out of the 4 sell for 100 rupees each. But yeah, there you go. That's how you can cheese the hardest minigame in all of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. If you found this video helpful, I am doing a 100% walkthrough. There's going to be a playlist down below, as well as maybe a card at some point in the video if I remember to do it, or the end screen right now. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.